Good morning. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, I call this meeting of the Manor Independent School District to order on May 17, 2025 at 10:31 a.m. Let the record show that a quorum is present. This meeting has been duly called and notices of this meeting have been posted in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. Do you guys have any questions that you want to go to a closed session or no? All right. So if we don't have any questions, we can already move to number 5, action item. There's no public forum? Nope, okay. Action item number 5, consideration of proposed non-renewal of a teacher, coach. Do I have a motion?
Madam President, I move to propose non-renewal of the employment contract of Kevin Collins and to authorize the superintendent to provide written notice of this action.
I have a motion by Trustee Patterson. Do I have a second? I have a second, Trustee Lowry. If there is no further discussion, I will take a vote. All those in favor, say aye or raise your hand. Aye. All right, it passes unanimously, 5-0. And we have a note of 10:32 that Trustee Howard. Wonderful. All right. Now, all I'm going to ask is someone to make a motion to adjourn if you guys want to adjourn. Of course, go ahead.
So your policy allows that we deliver the notice to the employee, and then he has a right to request a hearing before the board before you make a final decision. Your policy says that the board may set a reasonable time limit for this action. In the past, the board has believed that an hour for the administration to present its case, because it's like a courtroom where you have to present the case, question and answer, evidence, things like that, and then the teacher would have an hour to present his case, and that is pretty standard. If we don't set a time limit, these things can go 6.5, 7 hours. And so I'd like to be able to tell the opposing counsel, if we get a hearing request, that we're going to limit their presentation time to 1 hour. But I didn't want to do that without at least getting, you don't have to vote on that, but unless there's any objection.
I'm seeing my board nod. If there's any discussion, no objection.
Simply say, based on the hearings that we've been a part of in the past, that's consistent with what we've experienced.
Yeah, oftentimes, like for a grievance appeal, we would only give maybe 15 minutes, but this is different in that it's a statutory hearing for contract non-renewal. And we either have to tape record it or have a court reporter, and then the transcript goes to the commissioner. So it's a little more formal than like a grievance hearing, and it's likely that we may have to, have another special board meeting to conduct it, maybe in June.
So you're saying a 2-hour meeting for this? What is the policy or the law about the time limit he has to respond to today's action?
I think it's 15 days.
15 days, okay.
Yeah.
And then is there a policy that we have to set that meeting after those 15 days? Is there a time period?
Yes, there is, but there's also an exception to where the parties agree to a date. So usually we set a date or offer a date, and their lawyers say, well, I can't do it that day, and then we do it by agreement. So it's almost always done by agreement on a certain day. But
I don't want to get in a situation where it continues on until summer,
No, I think certainly we would want it to be finished. But yeah, it's supposed to be wrapped up pretty much in 30 days unless the parties agree to a date outside that timeline.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do we need to vote on that?
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we're good. So
Madam President, I move to adjourn the meeting.
yes, I have a motion by trustee Lowry to adjourn the meeting at 10:36. Second from trustee Patterson. All in favor? Yay. 5-0, we adjourned at 10:36 a.m. Okay, record-breaking meeting.